I am Desmond Booker. I am a Christian dating and relationship coach. I help queens who are seeing success in their life and are now ready to see success in their love life. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Remember, queens don't settle. Question that I get a lot. Um, how do I attract? How do I attract the right person? How do I attract the right person? And that's a great question. If you're watching me on YouTube, thank you for subscribing to our channel. We are over 100 now. We're growing on YouTube, so we thank you for that. Thank you for liking the videos and commenting what we think, what we do causes people to come into our lives. Okay, so this is why consciously you want this type of person, but subconsciously draw the opposite. Why? Because there's something internal that's going on. Okay, and I always, as I teach the queens, what you see on the outside in your life is a reflection of what's going on the inside of your life. Okay, so if you're wanting to attract the right person, you have to become the person that will be attracted to you. It's easier said than done, right? And so repelling and pushing people away. Okay, so that is the reason why in your life of the type of people that you're attracting into your life at this point. And if you change or have changed, you are no longer attracting those type of people anymore, but now you're attracting these type of people because why? Because you've changed. I don't know why so and so fell out with me. Well, what happened between you and so most likely is that you guys are no longer seeing each other and attracting, and so something in your life have changed. This is why people that are married, that were single and then got married, what happened? They basically changed. They changed from single to married, and so now no longer can you relate to them. That's why there's that barrier up, right? Why? And so we always say, you change. You're not treating me the same way. And so now we're not the same. We've changed, and so now we see. So now you have what? You are not seeing eye to eye with that person anymore. It's not that you don't like them. It's just that we are out of what? Out of sync, out of what we call resonance. Okay? So one of the things that you got to begin to do is what? Is got to begin to examine what type of people that you are attracting, because that's going to give you a sign of the type of person that you are. It's going to give you the type of person that you are. Now, again, in saying that, just because you are attracting liars, manipulators, does not necessarily mean that you are a liar or a manipulator, but it does mean that you feel, I hate to say this, comfortable with them. Okay? Comfortable with them. They feel comfortable and they come into your world, right? So you most likely may have been in a manipulative relationship, or you may have been afraid of attracting those type of people, because you attract also what you fear. Okay, so let's take this right now and kind of condense it. What did I just say? I said that you're attracting the type of people because of the type of person you are, and that doesn't mean that you are them, but it means that you resonate, that you are in agreement with them, not on a conscious level, but on a subconscious level. I have women come to me all the time, and queens say, I don't know why I attract married men. Married men are always after me. There's something within inside of you, right? Something inside of you. I even know queens come to me and say, I don't know why pastors or ministers, I'm not nobody's first lady, right? But there's something about you that resonates as quote unquote a first lady or a minister's wife, and that's why you attract those type of men. Okay, so this is very important. So what you got to begin to do is, number one, what you got to begin to do is do an inventory of what type of people am I attracting. Once you begin to find that out, then you got to begin to go inside internally and begin to change some things within yourself, and begin to work on yourself. This is why it's all inner work. Okay. And one of the things is not only internally, but also what you're focusing on. What you're focusing on and what you're fearing is two things that you have to begin to also. If you're always focusing on a particular quote unquote type of person, or you fear quote unquote a particular type of person. I don't want to be in a narcissistic relationship. I don't want to date manipulative men. I don't want to date men who cheat and are adulterers. I don't want to date unfaithful people. I don't want to date liars. Okay, so that's one of the things that you are focused on or fear to be in a relationship. What are you going to draw to yourself? What you fear is going to come into your life. And that's why you are attracting them, because you fear it in some capacity, or you are focused on it. Okay, I want you to do this for me. Think about a car. Let's just say a Toyota Camry, right? A blue Toyota Camry. What happens when you start thinking about Camrys? You start seeing them everywhere. You buy that type of car, the type of car you start buying or that you desire to buy. What happens? You see that everywhere, because why? It's called the reticular activating system. There's something within our minds that draws that to us. That's why we see them now everywhere. We didn't see them because why? Because what you pay attention to begins to come into your life. Okay, so if you begin to pay attention to the type of people that are coming into your life and the type of people that you're wanting to come into your life, and these are the type, then you're starting to attract the right people. But you have to begin to what? Do the work on the inside. Do internal work on the inside. Look at what you're fearing. Look at what you're fearing, or what you're wanting to, what type of relationship you're wanting to avoid. You have to begin to look at what you fear. It's a lot that you have to begin to do so that you can begin to attract the right one, right? So that's why I've created our program. That's why I created the program. I take you through steps of how to change, how to attract the right person, why you are attracting this type of person, right? It's a program, but you can do this on your own. It's going to take a little bit longer. I have queens that are still, as one queen told me, I don't need your help. I'm going to work on it myself. And that was 5 years later. And unfortunately, she's still single, right? Because it's not easy as we think it is. How many queens, how many single queens do you know that are quote unquote working on themselves? Are they still single? Yes. Because why? Because you can actually work on yourself and not change. Hate to say that, but you can actually work on yourself, because there's something that you have to begin to do. That's why it's good to have someone on the outside help you on the inside, right? Get someone on the outside that can help you with something on the inside so that you can begin to change. Why take years when you can actually take months to be able to do that? Okay, so what I'm focusing on, what I'm fearing, who I am, all of these are comprising of the reason why you are attracting people. And if you begin to change what you focus on, change your fears, change, and begin to change how you think, how you feel, and the reaction that you'll begin to see what? You'll begin to see the attraction. You'll begin to attract the right people into your life. Okay? Me stumbling into a relationship does not happen by chance, but it happens by choice. I'm choosing to. If I'm not attracting anyone, I can attract someone. If I'm attracting the wrong someone, then I can attract the right someone. But I have to begin to work on me. So hopefully this helps. I want you to go ahead and comment below if you have any questions about I'm wanting to attract the right people, or if you're desiring to, let's just sit down for a quick 15-minute conversation. Comment below, whether you're on YouTube. Comment below, help me, and I'll connect with you. If you're desiring, if you're on Instagram, shoot me a DM or comment below, help. All right, or if you're on Facebook, in my Facebook group, Queens Don't Settle, or wherever you may be seeing this, just comment below, help, and I'll reach out to you, or you can DM me, and we can begin to have a conversation about you starting to move in the direction, and the right person, start to move in the direction. Okay, you got to be clear about what you're wanting. You got to be clear about the type of person that you're wanting. Okay, and then when you're clear about that, then you become the type of person that will attract that type of man and it will begin to happen in your life. This is your year, 2025. 2026 could be your year that you go from single to successfully dating, but it begins by starting on the inside and changing so that you can attract the right person. Again, if you're on YouTube, we thank you for joining us. Instagram, we thank you for joining us. And also Facebook group Queens Don't Settle, we thank you for joining us. Now hit that like button if this helped you on YouTube, and then subscribe. Share this with somebody. Share this with somebody who would benefit from this and how to attract the right person. All right, have a great day. Remember, Queens don't settle.